नमक मिर्च नहीं बना देंगे।
This conference will now be recorded.
Very good morning to everyone. Like in the last session, we started with what is a task and function, right? What is the use of the task and function? Today, let us begin with more about task and function. Task and functions. So, what is the use of the task and functions? Can you differentiate the task and functions in the Verilog perspective? Code or reusability, correct. So, code reusability, then what is another use of the task and function? You can call the task and function multiple times, right? Multiple times you can call.
बस हो जाएगा सेंड करेगा उससे मेरी जिंदगी में मम्मी आपका सिम दो अब मोबाइल है दूसरा मोबाइल का मेरे दूसरा मोबाइल
Okay, we will start with what is the task and function, correct? So we talked about what is the task and what is the function. The use of the task function is nothing but code organization. You make the complex code into what? Smaller and more organized sections. And then you can call the task and functions for the multiple times. So this is what use code organization, and it is more efficient because same code is calling for many times. So because of this, you can reduce the code size concisely. And then these tasks and functions are basically used for recommending to do the test bench development. Okay. Now let us continue with what is a task and function. Can you differentiate what is the difference between the task and function? How task will be executed? What are the parameters to the task and function? Can you differentiate the task and function? Task can take what? Task will execute it at the zero simulation time. No, function will execute at the zero simulation time. The task can be executed at the non-zero simulation time. And then the task can be having what? Zero input or more input for the task. Correct. For the function, at least you should have one input argument or more input argument. Then what is the next difference? Task does not return the value, where function will return the values. Correct. These are the differences we saw in the last session, right? Task and function. A function can be enabled on another function, not on the task. A task can enable another task and also another function. A function always executes in zero simulation time. Task may be executed in the non-zero simulation time. Function may not contain what? Delays, timings, events, correct? Event constructs, control statements. And task may contain what? Delays, events, timing, controls, etc. And function may have at least one input argument, and they have more than one input argument. What about the task? Task may have zero or more arguments of the type input, output, or in output. And function always return a single value. So they cannot have an output or the in output arguments. Where a task do not return the what? Do not return the value, but they can pass the multiple value through output and the output argument. Now let us see about how to write the syntax of the task. What is the syntax about the task? It is same like in module I said, correct? It is something like a module inside the module itself. But the task and functions are written inside the module. That should be local to the what? Module. You understand? So what is a task is nothing but a task are declared within the keywords called what? Task and the end task. If I am writing the task, how you can write the task? How you can write the task? You can write the task and end task. Task and end task. It will be start with what? This should be inside the where? Task should be declared inside the one. Module name, correct? Now how I can write the task? What is the keyword I need to start with? The task. Then name of the task. This is nothing but name of the task. Then what you need to do? Input output declaration. Input output declaration. There is an input. Then output. Output declaration. Correct? Then you are writing the what? Statements. Then you are doing what? End task. End task. It is something very similar to the module. Right? In module, what we have? Module name, port list, port declaration. Then you are writing the what? Statements. Depending upon whether it is behavioral model or data flow model or it is a gate level model, you are going to the statements to the module, then you are ending the module. Okay. So this task also should start with the keyword is called as what? Task. Then it's followed by the task, name of the task, then input output variable declarations. And also you can declare the parameters also. Okay. And then write the statements of the task and then end the task. This task are declared within the keyword called it as what? Task and end task. Task must be used if any one of the following condition is true for the procedure. Procedure is nothing but a task. In some other language, I said yesterday in Python we call function is a def. And TCL programming function is nothing but a procedure. Correct. And then Perl perspective, the function can be called as a subroutine. If you call your VHDL program, very high speed order description language, we call procedure. Correct. Function is nothing but a procedure. Don't get confused. Here procedure is nothing but a what? Task itself. Okay. So if you want to use the task, if the task must be used, if one of the following the condition is true for the task. What are the condition is true for the task? What are the conditions to take care to writing the task? Task can allow what? Task can be allows delays. It allows what? Timing controls. It allows the event control constructs in the task or a procedure. These are one condition. Correct? This function allows the timing delays, timings and control. Function does not contain all this. Okay. And then the task have what? 0 or more than one output argument. Correct? Task can be having 0 or more than one output argument. This is the second condition. And the task have no input arguments. Correct? But function at least you should have what? One argument. For the task, 0 argument or more argument. Did you understand? So what is the first condition is task can allow what? Delays, timings, event control statements, correct? Then task you have a 0 or more than one output argument means multiple output arguments, correct? Task does not assign the value, correct? Then the task will be having what? No input argument, or it may be one or more argument. No 0 argument or more argument. And then task, what is the next is? This is the one we should take care when you are writing the task. Task should be written within the task and end task keyword. Okay. And these are the conditions should be followed true if you are writing the task. The task can be allowed delays, timing, and control events. Task will be having 0 or more than one output argument. Task have no input argument. Correct. And then this is syntax of the task. So how to write the syntax of the task is nothing but task, start with the task, keyword task, and what you need to write. Name of the task, then what you are doing here. The task functions declaration, task functions declarations here, and you are writing the what? Statements of the task, and then you are in the task. Then how to call the task? By referring the name of the task. By referring the name of the task. So when you are declaring the inputs and outputs, this is a task declaration. So here parameter you can declare in the task, like how you are declaring the parameters in the what? Modules. In the task also you can declare what? Parameter declaration, then input declaration, output declaration, in-output declaration. If there is a register type data type reg declaration, time data type declaration, integer declaration, real declaration, and event declaration. So then this is the way you can call the task. So the first one is nothing but only using the name. Second one is nothing but name with the expression. Name with the expression. Did you understand how to write the task? Now you can see when you are declaring the task, input output declaration using the keyword is called as what? Inputs are declared using input keyword. Outputs are declaring what? Output keyword. Or in output, input output declaring as an in output. And based upon the type of the argument we are using in the declaring in the task. Correct. So input and in output argument are passed into the task. So input arguments are processed in the task statements. Right? You are declaring the variable in the task. These inputs are processed in the task statements. You are using this in the task statements. Output and in output argument values are passed back to the variables in the task invocation statement when the task is completed. So task can be invoked the other task or a function. Just whatever I am writing here is nothing but how you can declare the inputs, outputs, in outputs. So input, output declared using these are the keywords. Okay. So then a task can invoke the other task and also the what? Other function. But function can call the what? Function can call only the function, not the task. Because function does not allow what? Delays, timing controls. Correct. But a task allows delays, timing controls, and events. You can invoke the other task, and also you can invoke the what? Other functions. But when it is
यार ये भी तो लगाने लगती है जल्दी होने जा भाई
will now be recorded.
Interfacing with the what? That will be interfacing to your what? Module input output ports. Where your module input output ports are what? Interfacing to the user defined inputs, or it is interfacing with the external environment. Did you understand it? Suppose you are writing a task like this. So this is my module. So this is my entire module, correct? Entire module. So where you will write the task? Task written inside the one. This is a module. This is a module. So this is a task you are writing here. This is a task. You are using some arguments here. Input arguments, output arguments, output argument. And this module contains what? Input argument, output argument, output argument. So these input arguments are interfacing with the what? Inside the module. Okay. And then this input output arguments are what? Interfacing to what? External environment. So this is interfacing to the user defined arguments, correct? And then this should be to the what? External world. Did you understand? So this input or output arguments, although the keywords input, in output used for the input output arguments in a task, there are the same keywords used to declare the ports in the modules, but there is a difference. What is the difference is? What is the difference to the module ports and then task ports? Task ports are interfacing to what? Module ports. But module ports are what? Interfacing to what? External environment. So there is a slight difference. Correct? This is a difference. The ports used to connect the external signal to the what? Module. So input output arguments in the task are used to pass the values to and from the what? Task. Did you understand? So using this, now let us write a program using the task. Okay. So let us write first. Let me write a very simple program. I want to do addition of two numbers using the task. We'll understand how to write a task to this, then how to call the task. So where you are writing the task? Inside the module. So let us write inside the module. Okay. So module contains what? Inputs. Let us declare this as integer. So I'm going to use a comma b. Let us use a comma b, comma c. So I'm using the capital letters. Then I'm going to write the task. How to write the task? Task. Name of the task. Let us write the name of the task is sum. Shall I end this? This is also fine. Syntax. Then what I need to do? Input. So let us write a comma b is the input, correct? A comma b is the input. Then output c. Output c. Then how to write the task? I need to write the statements to the task. How to write the statement to the task? Let us c is equal to a plus b. A plus b. These are statements to the task. So what are this is nothing but? What are this is nothing but? Inputs, right? Input arguments. Input arguments. What is this nothing but? Output arguments. Output arguments. What is this is nothing but? Statements. Then what I need to do? End the task. End the task. Then how to call the task? Initial, begin, or always. So let us go always at the rate a or let us write what I need to use, small a or capital A. If A changes or B changes, begin, correct, begin. How to call the task? Name of the task, right? What is the name of the task? Sum of what? How I am declaring here, I should use the same thing, right? I have declared the first one, input, a comma b, correct? So a comma b, then what I need to write? C. Then what I need to do? I am calling the function. Sir, I am calling the function means task I have called. Then what I need to do? End the task. Sir, end the always. I am calling it. Now I need to assign the value to A and B. So let's go with the initial begin. Initial begin, correct? So for this, let me use what? Dollar symbol random. Dollar symbol random. Then, so let me give some delay. Then dollar symbol display. Let us print the time. And then let me print the A is equal to 1. Percentage D. Let us do D. And B is equal to 1. Percentage D. Then, so C or sum I should write. C is equal to, correct. So now I need to declare here. So I have declared here ABC. C is equal to 1. Percentage 0. This is 0D. And this is 0D. And what arguments I need to pass? So A comma B comma C. Then I am going to finish this. Finish. Then end the initial begin. Then end the module. In the module. Did you understand? Now let us run for syntax errors. So unable to bind the Y. So I am declaring this as AB. Now I need to declare this as 1. How to declare this? I am writing the module name is TB. So integer A comma B comma C. Then task name. I should declare this as an integer, right? AB I should declare as an integer. Right? So these are inputs. I can write like this, right? This is input A comma B, correct? Then output what? C. Then here what I need to do? Integer A comma B. This also integer C. Now I am doing A plus. C is equal to A plus. Now I am calling the function. So in the module, I need to declare this as input and output. Whether I need to declare here input of A comma B or output of C. So here I am writing the task to this. Then here I am calling the task. Here I am initializing the AB values. Whether I need to declare this as an input output. A is already been declared in this scope. This is declaring this as input and output. Just see this program. So module name is operation, right? Now we are declaring with the delay. Okay. So integer A comma B and then integer sum C. Now we are writing the task. Task output are what? Sum. Input are A comma B. Then we are introducing the delay here. To write the body of this statement, we are writing the begin and end. And then sum is equal to A plus B. End the task. So end in the begin and end the task. Now always at the rate of A or B. So we are calling the function name. Then we are monitoring the values. Then we are initializing the values. So what is the mistake in this program is, now we declare this as an integer A comma B comma C. Correct. So this is input integer A comma B. And this is output integer C. Now I declare here itself, or you can declare your input A comma B comma C. Okay. First you write input A comma B or output C, then you can write integer A comma B and then integer C. Now we are writing the sum operation. C is equal to A plus B, then to write the statements of the task, it should be what? Begin and end. There are multiple statements are there, you should go with the begin and end. Then we are calling the function here, task here. Then we are initializing and printing the out. So this is talking about they are unable to bind the wire rich in memory A in the TB. So we are declaring this as a TB and then integer C. Then we are writing the task. So I am ending the task here.
मम्मी
Let us see this program.
आपका वो दो ना ATM दो ना
ले लेना बेटा
So this is a module name. So we are using the parameter to delay, give the delay to the sim delay to the expression. So input integer a comma b and input integer sum is an integer. Then we are writing the task. So I am writing first output, then followed by the input. Then begin, then introduce the delay. Then we are using sum is equal to a plus b. Then we are in the task. Then in the initial begin, in the begin and end, in the task. So here we are calling the function. Always if A changes or B changes, so I am calling the function. What is that? I am calling the task. What is the task name is nothing but odd. Odd of what? Sum. So this is how I declare here. I have declared here as what? First output. This should be matched. This port should be matching to this. First output and then followed by what? Input. So this is sum and then A comma B. So I am ending this here. I am monitoring this. Then we are initializing the A and B value. Then we are ending the module. So now we will get sum is equal to time t0, sum is equal to unknown. So we are using at the delay of what? 10. At time 10, the sum is nothing but what? Is 5 plus 10 is nothing but 15. Did you understand this? Okay, let me repeat this again. So we started with the what? Module, correct? Module name. Then what we need to do? Declare the what? Data types of the variable. Let us declare A comma B and then integer C. Correct, integer C. Then what I need to do? Task, write a task. Task name is what? Sum. So I can write inside the parenthesis. Sum. What I need to write? So let us write the output. Integer, correct. Integer. I can write sum, comma, input, integer. Now I am writing task variable. This module variable I am taking as capital AB. I can use the different variables here. Okay, task name already I have given. Let us make this as an odd. The task name I am going to give as odd. Then I am going to declare output as what? Sum. Input integer, I can write what? A comma B. Did you understand? Then what I need to write? I should begin with what? Begin. Then I need to write the what? Statement. What is the statement is? Sum is equal to A plus B. Sum is equal to A plus B. Then in the task. In the begin. Then what I need to do? In the module. In the module. This is task, right? In the task. Then now we are writing the task. Now I need to call the task. Call the task always, or I can use the initial begin or what? Always begin. So I am using always begin here. Always at what? Now I can use what variables? Capital A at capital B. Then begin. What I want to do here? call the task. How to call the task? Task name, right? C, correct. C is equal to task name. What is the task name? Add. How I can call whether C is equal to or add? Add, correct? I need to add what? First outputs are there. Sum is what? Sum is nothing but what? C comma, right? Now here I am declaring this C. This sum I am declaring here as what? C. Then I need to port this out input. This module input and output should be matching things. How I am declaring the ports in the task. In similarly, when I'm calling the task also, I should mention the ports in similar fashion. Okay. So this is C, A comma B, correct? I'm calling the task. Then what I need to do? End the task. End the task. Then now I need to assign the value to this. Initial begin. Let us use the what? Dollar symbol random. Dollar symbol random. I am assigning this value. Then let us introduce the sim time here. Then I am going to use dollar symbol display of in the time. Then I am going to write. So what I need to write here? A is equal to percentage 0D. Then B is equal to percentage 0D. 0D. Then C is equal to percentage 0D. Now I should pass the argument as A comma B comma C. Then I am going to finish. Finish. Then I am going to end the initial begin. Now I am going to end the module. End the module. Did you understand? Now let us run this code. So line number 13. Line number 13, I have not given this statement, I have not given the semicolon. So I am getting this value. It is randomly assigning the value of A and B. Okay. So 0 plus this value is nothing but 1. Same, this value. So okay, or else instead of this, let us make A is equal to 5 and then B is equal to 10. B is equal to 10. Now result is 15, sum is nothing but what? 15. Do you understand? Now you see the task is declared the way. Task is declared inside the module. And task, how the task is written? Task and end task are the keyword. And the task name is I am using here is what? Add. And I am declaring the what? Inputs and outputs. Here sum is output, A and B are the inputs. Sum is integer and A, B are also integer. Now we are writing the statements of the task. We are begin with the what? Grouping with the what? Begin and end. Now this is a task I have written here. Correct. Now here I am calling the task by referring this task name. Task name is nothing but add. Now what I want to do? If I am calling this will do what operation? Addition operation. Then I am initializing the value A, B, and then I am printing the value of A, B and output A plus B. Did you understand? Now can I ask you one more program? Can you do that? You take A and B. A is a 8 bit, B is the 8 bit. Can you do write a task to do the bitwise operation of AND operation, OR operation and XOR operation using task? So let us give the question. The question is write a program of bitwise operation. Bitwise AND operation, bitwise AND, bitwise OR, and bitwise XOR. Bitwise XOR XR using a task. Bitwise 8 bit. Bitwise means you can consider 8 bit. Okay. So write a program of bitwise and bitwise XR using a task. Using task. Did you write a program to this? What is bitwise AND operation is? A and B operation. Bitwise R operation means A R B. Bitwise XR means A XR B. Bitwise XR operation. Now using task, can you perform the operation of bitwise AND, bitwise R and bitwise XR? What I should start first? Module. Correct. Module name. Let us use the TB. Then is it integer? Let us do 8-bit. 8-bit bitwise operation. Reg I can go with what? 7 down to 0. Shall I use A comma B, capital A comma B?
हाँ बस मैं दे रहा हूँ
Then reg 7 down to 0. Shall I use the output as capital C? Correct. This is a module. Now what I need to
मोबाइल
do?
लेके जाना इसमें
I
सिंपल
need to write the task.
हमरा सेंटर
Task.
में खोल लिया आज
अच्छा सेंटर में
So what I can write the task name is, let us write the bitwise operation. Bitwise.
हाँ तो वो सुबह याद नहीं था ना सुबह
Bitwise op. Then what I need to write?
बात नहीं करूँगा अभी
First output.
हाँ तो सिंपल डाल देते हैं
Reg
ये लो
7 down to 0. 7 down to 0. Let us use small c. Okay. Then input reg
क्या लगी थी
7 down to 0. A comma B. A comma B. Correct. Then what I need to write? Begin. So let us introduce the delay to this. Okay, each statement. Can you introduce the delay? So for this, shall I use the parameter? Parameter delay is equal to, let us make the delay of 10. Okay. Now what I need to use here?
अरे ये क्या नहीं मेमोरी कर रहा है देखना मामले मेरे को नीचे क्यों
First, what I need to do? Statement size. Okay. What is statement I can write? C is equal to A and B. So here I need to, how many outputs are there? No. How many operations I was asking? Logical AND operation, logical OR operation, logical XOR operation. Shall I write output like A AND B is a one output? Correct? 8-bit I am talking about, 8-bit bitwise operation. Then what I need to write? A OR of B, comma, next one, A AND of B. This is XOR, right? XOR of B. Here also what I need to do? Shall I write A AND of B? Is it fine? Comma, A OR of B. Then, comma, A XOR of B. A XOR of B. These are the outputs. Now what I need to do here? So let us introduce the delay. Okay. After this delay, what I want to do? A and correct. B is equal to what operation? Bitwise. Bitwise what operation? AND operation. A and of B. Correct. Next. A or B is equal to what? Bitwise OR operation of B. Correct. Next. A XOR of B is equal to what? Bitwise. What is the symbol of XOR? So power symbol, correct. This power symbol A XOR B. Did you understand? Then what I need to do? End the one. Then end the task. End the task. Then what I need to do? I need to call the task. So how to call the task? Always at the rate. When I go, always. Then what I need to write? A or B. A or B, then begin. Here I need to call the function. How to call the function? Bitwise, right? Bitwise of A and B, comma, A or, here I need to use what? Capital case, right? A and B, A and B. I'm writing outputs like this, A, B, correct? Next step. This will calling for what operation? And operation. Now I need to call for what operation? Or operation. I can write what? A or B, comma what? A, comma B. Then again, bitwise XOR operation. This is A XOR of B, comma what? A, comma B. A, comma B. Correct? And what I need to do? End the always. Now let us go with initial begin. Generate the A and B values, correct? Let us generate A, comma B using $random. $random. So let us give hash delay. I'm specifying using parameter delay. Then what I'm going to do? $display of $time, correct? Comma. Now I need to write what? A value. A is equal to percentage 0B. Then B is equal to percentage 0B. And then what? C, whether I will declare the C. A and, correct? A and B is equal to what? Percentage 0B. Then A or B is equal to percentage 0B. Next, A XOR B is equal to what? Percentage B. Now I need to pass the argument. So A, comma, B, comma, then A and B. Let us copy this. I'm going to copy this to pass the argument. To pass the argument here. Okay. Then, comma, what I need to do? Let us finish. Then end the initial. Then end the mod. End the mod. Did you understand? So now let us run for any syntax error. So enable of unknown task.
Bitwise.
Okay, bitwise. Okay, this is nothing but WI. Now it is correct. Bitwise. Now let us run this. So missing argument 4 of calling to the task.
So the task should be declared in the same way as declared in the 8th line. You can't take one. You can't take one output and tell that I want only one output. How you have declared in your 8th line, same way you have to declare in your 18th line.
Okay, again I should write this as output.
In your case or something.
This is A, comma B. Again this is. But the way I am declaring this here is and output then A, comma B. Here I am writing the output. Again I should write A and B. Let us do one thing. So I am going to remove this to here. 7 down to 0. Let me call only this function. the moment let us remove this.